What's up, family? Man, I want to share with you guys an interesting situation that happened to me last night. Okay. Um, I'm still stuck on that. I'm still tripping off that because it's just like, wow, okay. And so last night I was on the phone with this young lady that I'm talking to, and we're FaceTiming each other, right? And so I walk across to Western Union, to this grocery store, because there's a Western Union in there. This lady from Montana, Morgan, if you're watching this, here's the necklace that I meditated and made for you. It's amethyst and tiger's eye. And I already told you what they represent, but I just want you to see it before I put it in the mail this morning. And so I was texting Morgan back and forth because the people at the store couldn't find the Western Union money that she sent. But I was also FaceTiming this young lady. And so I'm at the store, and they have like this little sitting area, right? But I'm standing there, and there's like a bar table thing that goes across the countertop. And so I had the phone sitting up there. I had my coffee cup sitting there with tea in it, and the phone leaning up against the coffee cup. And I'm talking to this young lady, and I'm texting Morgan. This lady walks into the grocery store. Never seen her before. Older lady, probably in her late 50s, early 60s. I say older because she looked old. I don't know how old she was, but she looked old. And she walked up to me and just started talking about my coffee mug. And then she just started telling me, I tell people not to wear more than 2 pieces of jewelry because, it messes up their energy. And I just turned and I looked at her because I have my back to her. I don't even know this lady. This lady don't know me. She don't know me. And so it's like she had to see me and hear me talking on the phone. Right? My phone is sitting out at the side. She walks up and just starts talking as though I wasn't already in a conversation. That's first and foremost. Family, man, to me, and maybe I'm old school, that's rude as hell. When somebody's already engaged in a conversation, and I shut young people down all the time with this stuff. If I'm talking to somebody and you just walk up to me and just start talking to me like that person don't exist, that's rude as hell. And I'm gonna stop you in your tracks, put my hand up right up in your face and like, I'm sorry. What were you saying? Because obviously this person didn't see you standing here. Obviously this person didn't hear you talking. Didn't hear us having a conversation. Obviously this person don't care about what you and I are talking about, because whatever it is that they want to talk about is far more important. That's rude as hell, right? And so she just starts talking about, man, I tell people not to wear more than 2 pieces of jewelry because it messes with your energy. And so, you know me, I'm all blinged out, right? And so I turned and I looked at her. I said, I don't believe that mess. That's foolishness. Oh, well, I help people. I said, okay, good. I'm glad you do. I do too. And in my mind, I instantly thought, who the hell are you? Why are you even talking to me? I didn't say it. I thought it. She put her head down and turned and walked away. I know she heard what my thoughts were. Why am I sharing that with you? Some of you are going to be like, oh, that's rude. You shouldn't say that to people. I don't care. Get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Kick rocks. Number one, if you don't know who you are, you're going to listen and just accept any foolishness that somebody brings to you. I don't have time for that. I know who I am. I know why I'm here. I don't need somebody else's validation. I don't need somebody telling me what I'm supposed to be doing. When you don't even know who the hell I am. You don't know anything about me. Ain't never had a conversation with me. Ain't never looked me up, ain't studied me, seen what I've done with my life. You don't know jack about me. How the hell can you come up to me and tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? And what I shouldn't be doing? You don't know what I know. Family, we live in a time where people feel entitled to do and say anything they want to. I'm gonna say that again. And I struggle with Christian people a lot, you know what I mean, for doing this, you know? And I say that because I used to be a Christian, you know, and this is my karma, I know, coming back on me. Because I would go to people, man, you going to hell, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and man, that's not right, and God doesn't condone that, and blah, 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 blah. And I was self-righteous, I was arrogant, I was ignorant, just like that, you know what I mean? And so, but I've had to learn, like, dude, chill the hell out. Chill out. You know what I mean? Who are you to put somebody else in hell? Who are you to tell somebody else that their lifestyle is wrong? They ain't got nothing to do with you. Whatever they doing ain't got nothing to do with you. They didn't even ask you. They don't even care what your thoughts are. Why are you voluntarily just starting some drama? Shut the hell up and mind your own business. This is stuff that I've had to learn. If they don't ask your opinion, then your opinion don't matter to them. Shut up. Stop acting like you entitled just to run off at the mouth because you got an opinion. But you have to know who you are. Because you're going to have all types of entities walking up to you and trying to tell you some foolishness. And if you don't believe who you are, if you don't know who you are, if you ain't solid in who you are, you're going to accept a whole lot of chaos and a whole lot of stupid, ignorant stuff. And you're going to be all discombobulated and twisted on the inside. You're going to be far more confused than you are already. You have the power. You have that power. You have that authority to walk in your purpose. People talk about, man, there's different spirits, you know what I mean? And Christians talk about, man, there's evil spirits and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Man, family, you have the power to speak to people, to these entities, and tell them to get the hell on. You know what I mean? You can't talk to me. You ain't got permission to talk to me. Kick rocks. I don't want nothing to do with you. We're not engaging in a conversation. I'm not interested in what you're talking about because I don't care what you're talking about. You have to know who you are. And the trip is, a lot of times, man, thoughts will come to our minds. And this is the real reason why I'm sharing this with you. You'll have a thought that just seems to come out of nowhere. And if you're not careful, you'll entertain that thought. If you're not careful, you'll buy into that thought. You'll have a random thought just pop into your head. And you'll run with it. You have to know who you are. You have to put the work in to understand who you are. And when you know who you are, people can't just tell you foolishness. And when they start with all that yet, and you stand there and you put them in their place because you know who you are, man, they're going to put their head down and walk away. And they'll think about it before they just walk up to another quote unquote random person and just start spewing all that foolishness. And some of them are hard-headed, some of them are stubborn, just like we were, you know what I mean? And they're going to keep doing it until somebody physically put them in their place. And y'all know what I'm talking about. But you have to know who you are. You have to know who you are. You have to stand your ground. You have to stand your ground. I didn't come this far. I didn't go through all the hell that I went through just to give it up to some random person walking up to me, spewing a bunch of foolishness, talking a bunch of ignorance. Understand that you're going to be tried. Understand that thoughts are going to come to you. Just because they come to you don't mean you have to entertain them. Just because they pop in your head don't mean that you have to dwell on that. Just because a thought of anger or fear or insecurity or frustration or what, just because these thoughts come to you don't mean you have to hold on to them. Just because these thoughts come to you, man, she look good, man, go holler at her. You know what I mean? Or man, he look good, man, I want to see what he working with. Just because these crazy thoughts come to you, don't mean that you have to pursue that. Don't mean that you have to do that. You have to know who you are. What do you stand for? What do you represent? My hope and prayer. You stop wasting time being distracted. You know what I mean? You stop wasting time trying to learn everything about Beyonce and Rihanna and all these other people. I don't even know who's out in the industry anymore. You know what I mean? Stop wasting your time trying to figure out what your Lakers are doing, what your Charlotte Hornets are doing, or any of the football teams or NASCAR or whatever. Man, stop wasting time trying to follow these other people's statistics and follow what they're doing and how they live in their life, and get busy living your life. You so consumed with what other people are doing, you can't even do what you came here to do. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.